The Danish position is very, very strong, and I think we have a moral upper hand to convey this discussion. We welcome any diplomatic effort in order to solve the situation and bring an end to the war, but we need to bring Ukraine in a position of strength, and therefore we need to further pressure Putin.
We see that Russia does not want peace, although there are a lot of diplomatic efforts made to bring Zelensky and Russia to the table. Then, in relation to that, because it always comes up, we are going to have a deep dive into frozen assets issue. There are pros and cons. There are some sensitivities regarding this. We can't possibly imagine that, if this there is ceasefire or a peace deal, that these assets are given back to Russia if they haven't paid for the reparations. I'm not very optimistic, and today we are definitely not going to adopt decisions.
What signal does it send to Israel if the Union still is divided?
It sends a signal that we are divided about this issue, and that's when we are divided, we don't have a unified voice, and if you don't have a unified voice, then on this topic we don't have a voice on the global scene. So that's definitely very problematic.
We need sanctions, but also Finland has been advocating for a tariff scheme which would also allow for further pressure on Russia across all product groups. Now we are working on the 19th sanctions package, and I think it would be so important that we could do this in coordination with our transatlantic friends, especially the United States.
Et cette semaine, pour la première fois, les chefs d'état-major des pays participant à la coalition des volontaires que la France et le Royaume-Uni a constituée sont entrés dans le détail avec leurs collègues américains des garanties qui permettraient effectivement à la paix d'être durable. Ces travaux vont se poursuivre dès la semaine prochaine au niveau des chefs d'État et de gouvernement, mais vous le voyez, l'Europe, dans ce domaine, est en train de prendre les choses en main. Et ces garanties de sécurité n'auront de sens, bien évidemment, que dès lors que les hostilités auront cessé. Et si effectivement, dans quelques jours, à l'issue des 2 semaines, le délai qu'il avait donné au président Trump, Vladimir Poutine continue de s'opposer à une rencontre à haut niveau avec le président de l'Ukraine, alors il faudra l'y contraindre en accentuant les sanctions des États-Unis, mais aussi les sanctions européennes. Et ce sujet sera évidemment au cœur de nos discussions ce matin à Copenhague. Je viendrai faire les propositions que la France a élaborées pour que nous puissions épuiser les ressources que Vladimir Poutine engouffre dans cette guerre et enrayer la machine de guerre russe en ciblant le secteur énergétique, le secteur de la finance, mais peut-être aussi certains secteurs civils qui continuent indirectement de soutenir l'effort de guerre russe.
And the last topic which is crucial, one country has blocked and stopped the process of EU enlargement. So we need to find a way out. How can we open the first clusters for Moldova and Ukraine for enlargement process? Because this is crucial. It's not only for Ukraine and Moldova, but it's also crucial for European Union. We need to move forward with this historical process. Estonia is really clear already a couple of years that we must confiscate the Russian frozen assets and use them for Ukraine. So now we have done the good job because these frozen assets are guaranteeing the $50 billion worth package. But actually, my question is, who is going to pay for support Ukraine? Because we need lots of money, and it's a long period we need to support Ukraine. And there is no legal reasons why cannot we do. This is only political reason. And we don't have this consensus. So today we discuss about these opportunities, and Estonia is really heavily pushing this decision to confiscate Russian frozen assets and start using them.
Today, as foreign ministers, I think we have to consider what more we can do in terms of sanctions against Russia. We are clearly going to need now to prepare for the worst, whilst always hoping for the best. We need to be much more robust in relation to our sanctions regime against Russia. We need to have a good, detailed discussion on the issue of the use of frozen assets as well, and I hope we can make progress on those matters today.
If you want the goose to keep laying golden eggs, you must not kill the goose. the goose. That's really the key message we would like to share in the name of the Belgian government. So confiscating those assets is not an option for us. Changing the investment strategy is not an option as well, because it could increase the level of risk, both legal, financial and judicial risk.